all of the PC gamers out there. As you know, PlayStation is making a shift into the PC world, and what better game to do that with than Horizon Forbidden West? This game is graphically stunning. It is amazing in gameplay aspects. Open world done amazingly well. Every combat with a different machine is a different experience, and that's how I feel like they nailed great gameplay. Is going and harvesting materials is not a chore. It's exciting when you have to create loadouts to take down creatures in different ways. So great variety in this, much more than 8 different ad types. Shout out to Suicide Squad. But let's take a look at what the PC requirements are.
They're interesting, these PC requirements.
Yeah, they are.
PC can push a bit further than PlayStation, because PlayStation is a single set of hardware. PC's got all of these different variations. The one that gets me is what you need for the 4K 60 frames per second. So what we would love to achieve on PlayStation, and has been achieved in some games, not in others, but like for Horizon Forbidden West. I keep forgetting which way around they go. So for Horizon Forbidden West, correct me if I'm wrong, because you've got the thing up in front of you there. I believe that the PC specs for the 4K 60, which is the dream for PlayStation players, is a 4080. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Not even a 4090, a 4080, which there's so many of them on the market because they were so badly reviewed and underperforming at launch. That's a fairly cost-effective, for a PC player, way of getting this game in its best possible version at 4K 60 frames per second, because goddamn is this thing beautiful. And those locked 60 frames, they don't dip through the whole game on performance mode on the PlayStation, so I imagine it's going to be a similar thing that Nixes have done to achieve that on PC. I'm looking forward to PC players really pushing this, and guys with 4090s, I'm ready to see what you've got for us. I really am. Like, this game deserves all of the power that it can get and all of the beauty that it can push.
Absolutely, but the requirements, again, we see... So what we're getting on a PlayStation 5 would be more around the high performance. Am I correct in saying that? Which is about a 2K 60 FPS performance?
Yeah, so high performance, that tends to be where many of, especially the PlayStation-owned studios, try to aim with their performance mode level.
Right.
So they'll give you like 1440p or maybe even 1800p, and they'll try and give you 60 frames per second. Some of them will do things a little differently. They'll offer you a little bit of ray tracing for a few hits on a few frames, and maybe you drop into the 1440 2K level. But that's around the area that generally the performance mode on the PlayStation 5 is aiming for, that 2-ish K, 60-ish frames per second. And like we say, every developer will try and do it slightly differently.
Yeah. It just boggles my mind because it sort of shows what PlayStation is equivalent to a 3070, I guess. Maybe that's the way they're marketing it. That's the way they're trying to show off. I feel like this is a great marketing tool. I mean, even the recommended specs, it's still saying you need a 3060. It's great to see the expansion, and I hope players get onto the Forbidden West because I thoroughly enjoyed it. The voice acting was Hollywood-esque, and the story really draws you in. Great actors, great performances, and great writing.
I think the fact that you get the Burning Shores DLC as standard with the PC version, because you can only get the complete version on PC. So the fact that you get that Burning Shores DLC, which is such a quality honed experience, I personally feel it's better than the base game, but when it's added to the base game, elevates what's a good story into a great story for me. So yeah, I really hope people pull this up. I really hope people jump on it and it isn't overshadowed by yet another bigger release at the same time as it, because the first one came out the same week as Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Second one came out the same week as Elden Ring. Then they released their DLC at the same time as something else that was massive. Like,
Damn.
Horizon deserves its time in the sun. It truly does.
It's a great one. It's a great one. I will say that. But definitely check it out. And if you can, I'm not sure how Burning Shores works, but if you load it up on the PC, go straight to Burning Shores, man. It is so worth it. And then go to the main story. But
you do have to finish the main story to access Burning Shores.
You do, yeah, don't you? I was just thinking because there's certain keys, I'll say keys as in an ambiguous word, to get... I get it. All right.